Hi, Scritty here, and I don't know about you, but when I'm looking forward to the 2018 IPL, I'd like to see the 2017 IPL Final played again. Mumbai Indians versus the rising Pune Supergiants. Why not? Why not play it again? Let's see how it pans out. Okay, two sides are ready. What have we got? Match setting's a pro. Pitch type is dry, it's hard, it's worn, there's a few cracks. Oh, ready. What we got planned for this then, right? Let's have a butcher's hook. IPL 2017, a great final. It's time we played it again in Scritty's Premier League, a T10 format. Mumbai Indians versus rising Pune Supergiants. I can't wait. Well, I have to wait. The little squiggly thing in the top right hand corner tells me I have to wait, but not much longer. Here we are, it's a 10-10 match at the Wankhede Stadium. Lendl Simmons, Partiv Patel, look at those names, Kieran Pollard's there, Steve Smith's there, oh, Ben Stokes, oh, I can't, oh, blimey, Lasith Malinga, Mitchell Johnson, it's just full of stars. Thanks for that, Slats. The captains are there for the toss. And Smith's going to call. And they're going to bat. Strange choice. We won't be watching many of the replays here. You can always rewind the video if you want to see that again. It's 10 overs aside. The pitch is looking very dry to me. The big ant logo's there. So what? Ajinkya Rahane comes out to bat. And Mitchell Johnson has got the first ball. Look at that tash. Wonder what sort of ball tampering equipment he's hiding in there. Hold on a moment. Hold on a flipping moment. General settings. Right. I don't want to get motion sickness watching Mitchell Johnson run in from there. Let's go to bowling camera. Broadcast. Yeah, that'll do. Thank you very much. Save that. Get on with it. Now, Mitch. Good man. Here he comes steaming in, Mitch. It's a bit short, it's a bit too short. Oh, well, that fielder there at wide mid-wicket was a bit slack. Took half an hour to get going. Well, there's 4 runs off the mark straight away. Banged into the middle of the pitch. It was on-off stump a little bit high. Now, come on, Mitch. The tash that's smashed. That's not right, is it? Come on. That's much further pitched up. And it was leg side this time, and wow, off with 2 fours. This is a T10 game, so you can imagine every ball is going to be. Let's have a look. Where's it pitched? Oh no, it's actually on off again. So those are both good lines, but it was a half volley. It was a rank half volley. Rahane got across, smashed it through square leg for 4. This is wide of the off stump, but that works out with a better result. They're not running. Oi, unclamp yourself. Get running. 8 off 2's brilliant, 8 off 3's good. Can't afford another dot now though. Remember, this is a 10 over game and scores of about 100, 110 are what you expect. Short. Oh, that was good. That cramped him up for room there. Tried to drive off the back foot, hit it to cover. And oh, who was that? Was that Polly? Was that Pollard? Might have been. Now come on, Johnson, you're recovering nicely here, mate. Do the job. Short, wide. Well, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, you might well tap the crease. You're going to have to do a bit better than this. Last ball of the over, and Johnson's really turned this first over round here. RPS at 8 for naught. Oh, there's no orthodox mid-on. Oh my goodness. Well, he'd have to have been inside the circle to be fair, because that was a miss hit. 9 off the overs, actually very good for a 10 over game. 10 off the over is probably slightly below par. It's between 10 and 11. Jasprit Bumrah, right. Will they have his action in this game? I don't think they will. I love this guy's action in real life. Nobody could accuse him of having an even slightly crooked arm in real life. Oh, that's a great ball. He's got him off stump. Goes cartwheeling. Jasprit doesn't seem to realise for a few moments. And Ajinkya Rahane goes first ball. Oh no, of course he got a single off the last ball. But Tripathi is yet to even face a ball, and there we go. What a delivery. Suddenly from a great start, 2 fours off the first 2 balls. Pune now found themselves in a bit of trouble, and in comes the skipper, Steve Smith. Remember, this is last year. He hasn't been disgraced yet. That's got his action pretty much right. Wafting that bat wide. Oh, and that's beautifully hit. Well, that's getting back on target a little bit there. I'd say they were still slightly behind the run rate. Look at this grinning umpire. What's he playing at? Yeah, we won't bother watching that. It was only a 4. Get on with it. Oh, the field's changing. Right. They've got 3 men in a circle. Hang on. Oh, and that's walloped. Oh, it might be out. No, it's just over his head. I'm not keen on this field. That's 6. We'll just watch that again. They've got 3 men from cover to mid-off. I think that's 1 too many there, and they could do with somebody. Well, they can only have 2 on the boundary, of course, in these first couple of overs. Come on, Jasper. That's better. Driven to orthodox cover. Fielded nicely. They're probably slightly ahead of the run rate now. It's only a run or 2 in it, one way or the other, but they've lost that early wicket. Oh, and that was a good ball. Good fielding. Well, the throw was all over the place. What was going on with that throw? He looks a bit more muscular than he does in real life, doesn't he? Come on, Jasper. Finish off nicely. 10 off the over's fine in this form of cricket. No more than a single off this last ball. What do you get, mate? It's wide. Oh, and it's off an outside edge. There is a man coming round there. Is he going to get to it in time? He does. He flicks it back in. There's a great teamwork. Good throw. They get 2. That's about right. Fair enough. Yeah, a scattering of balls there. A couple of them are going to hit the stumps, but a bit of width as well. Oh, it's Lasith Malinga. Well, though that's some ink he's got on his arms. Now, I know it doesn't do Malinga's action. I wish the game did. He is hunched like Lasith Malinga, but... Oh, that was absolute garbage. Garbage, as they say. Leg side, half volley. It would have been a wide down leg side had it not been it for 4. Not worth watching that again. Come on, Lasith. He's not the bowler he was 4 or 5 years ago. He rarely gets it above 86 mile an hour these days, but that's what he's there for. Digging it in. It's a well played shot in the end, and they have come through for the single. And Tripathi moves on to 5 off 2 balls. That's a good strike rate. Steve Smith's on 12 off 5 balls. Oh, look at that swerve in the air. That's a great shot by Smith. It's probably going to bring him 2. They're coming back for the second. Well, there was no need for that, was there? That was just... yeah. Come on, Lasith. Get the ball swinging in, mate. That's what you're there for. In swinging Yorkers. Oh, that was a good ball. That is classic Malinga. Yeah, he hasn't got his jewellery on. He's not doing his Mr. T impression today. He means business. And another well pitched up ball. And great fielding there by mid-off. Well, again, he's turned this over round. Remember, anything less than sort of 11, 10 and under is very good in this form of cricket. Oh, and he went deep in his crease. He's probably not going to go for... Oh, it is just gone for 6. And that's ruined that over. Yeah, if you look, Smith goes back into the crease. Gives himself that little bit. He bowled that same ball too often. 3 out of the last 4 balls are the same length. 113. Yeah, that's par. That's nothing better than par in a 10 over game. Bumrah's back, an outside edge along the ground. Maybe if the keeper was stood up, but it was Bumrah's slower ball. Remember, he can get it into the 90s. He's a good bowler. Well bowled, Jasper. Come on, mate. I'm always wanting the bowlers to do well. Oh, that's... Well, he got away with it there. Yeah, it was wide. He should have left that. But it's 2 dot balls to start the over. The pressure is now on the RPS. What have they got? This is the thing with only having 2 fielders out in these first few overs. They think they could put extra fielders out now, but they've chosen not to. The CPU's playing both sides in this game, and they've actually brought the field in because they were rather tight on the runs. They're looking to save the singles, but oh, that's a great ball. That bounced and came back in. It seamed in. That's brilliant. That's a good ball to watch. That. And this is another good over. Wide and slow again. He's bowling a lot of slower balls, Bumrah. This is his last over, of course. This is only a 10 over match, so this might be his last action of the game, unless he gets a bat or does some fielding. Oh, there we go. Tripathi moved down the leg side and Jasprit followed him. He got a bottom edge down to sort of a wide third man or a backward gully or a deep gully. And that was some sensible bowling. That was a really good over. He was putting it wide, but only because the batsman was moving. Right, Khan Sharma. That's a smart haircut. Right, what's he got? What's he going to give us? See, the projected has gone to below 100. That won't be good enough, I fancy. That's it in the air, through cover. Fielded, a great sliding. I don't know who the fielder is. Not close enough for me to tell. A great sliding stop there. They just get the single. Steve Smith is going up well over 200 run strike rate. Oh, and he's just, that was, well, I think he might have hit that on the full toss. If not, it was a half volley. It wasn't a very good delivery. Let's watch it again. Yeah, over pitch. Yeah, I think that was the full toss. You can't bowl full tosses to Steve Smith, especially not with only one man out. That's better. And he's back cut that. Steve Smith's gone mad. That's actually gone through the scoreboard. Well, I don't think he's getting much turn here either. Nah, a little bit of turn. Not a great deal for a leg spinner. I think he needs to come tighter at the stumps. Bowl at middle, aim to hit, or go just outside off. That's it. Oh, wish I hadn't said anything then. Well, from a below par run rate, Steve Smith's just corrected that. He's now at a run rate, personal run rate of 300. Well, he got away with something there. I think it was that bad, a knee-high full toss, that Smith didn't know what to do with it and just hit it straight to mid-wicket. Come on, Sharma. You can do it. Oh, he held that up and just, it's half volleys and full tosses. You can't bowl half volleys and full tosses to Steve Smith. And that's a 53 run partnership from just 23 balls. So from being behind the run rate, they've suddenly... Oh, Hardik Pandya. Oh yes, and that's one dickens of a hairstyle he got there, Hardik. Come on. Now he can really mix it up, and the projected's now 124, which is probably a little bit above par. Oh no, I think he got an inside edge. He likes it. No, are they going to challenge? No, not going to challenge. That was a good one. I'm sure he got an inside edge. I'm sure I heard it. Great first ball. In we go again. Well, that was just absolute... Yeah, that was. It was a slower ball. I think he rolled his wrists over it. And in doing so, chucked it down the offside way too far. Come on. Remember your principles here. Oh, that's another beaut. He hit inside edge that one as well. But he's getting some great swing. Well, I mean, he hit it. God, blimey, these Aussie commentators. There's nobody out there, and look, guys, get somebody on that cover boundary. He's bowling a good over here. He's challenging the batsman. You're not giving him the basic cover. What are all these guys doing up here? It's not make pretty pattern in the field day. It's get some defence out there day. What was that in terms of fielding? Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I love it too. But again, swinging away. Yeah, the fielding was lacklustre. I'll move one of those people from the onside over if he's going to keep pitching it there. Short. Oh, that's Well, that was an anger ball, I think. He's got 5 saving 1 on the offside. None of them seem to be able to stop anything. Yeah, he's got a deepish gully, cover point, a cover, an extra cover, and a long off, or a mid off. Oh, it's outside edge. Is that out? Yes, I think that is. That's a brilliant catch from the keeper. Patel takes a fantastic catch. It only just carried. And that's a fantastic wicket there. We'll just see that again. Yaki da, as they say in Wales. Well, actually carried quite comfortably. It's knee high. Here comes MS. Doesn't look much like MS. Oh, Lendl. What? No! Well, I suppose it's either that or go to the spinners, and we don't know whether the pitch is taking spin because the ball hasn't been allowed to land. Mind you, that's garbage. 67 miles an hour. Look, spin it or put some pace on it. A slow bowler bowling slow isn't deception, is it? It's just a slow bowler bowling slowly. Lendl Simmons, and again, that's wide. It's way wide, and that's probably going to be another boundary. And I think this is Smith's 50 off 16 balls. What an innings. I bet he wish he could play that now rather than have the ban he's got. It's a class shot, to be fair. Absolute class. There he is, wafting that bat outside off stump, as is his style. Lendl Simmons in again. Oh, and that came back in. That was a good ball. Looked to shape away and then came back in at the last minute. It's a better ball. They've got to try and keep this below 120. They've got 3.5 overs to go of the innings. Oh, what was that all about, Jeffrey Boycott? Sunil Gavaskar be happy with a defence like that. Well, there was a bit of a gap between bat and pad, I suppose. That was just... Oh, Lendl. Oh. That's going to go. It's going to be 4 wides. Garbage. Sorry. No, not a free hit. It was a no ball as well. Yeah, it was a no ball and a wide. Oh, I say. Thunk. I'm surprised there's enough pace on the ball to do that. Really strong wrist from Steve Smith. And Lendl Simmons giving the old bum's rush here. Yeah, it was there for it, to be fair. He basically just had to hold his bat in its normal stance and just turn the blade a bit, and that was going to be runs. An economy of movement from Steve Smith. Well played. He moves on to 58 of 20 deliveries. And he followed him. That was pretty good. Smith went down leg side. Lendl Simmons followed him. But it's still going to be runs. And 18... What are we looking... Oh, good grief. 20 odd. Yeah, he was. So this fifth bowler's been proving a real problem. Right. Hardik Pandya's on now. He's bowled well. Oh, smack. Well, that single off the last ball of Lendl Simmons' overs put Smith back on strike. MS Dhoni's been out there for an over and a half now and not faced a ball. Let's have a look at this shot again. Back in his crease, which he keeps doing, Smith. He keeps going back into his crease. He's very deep to start off with. Well, there's nobody there. They've put a few back on the boundary now, but the bowler's not bowling to his field. So it's a better field. And this is a beautiful shot. It's just helped through square leg for 6. I nearly said 4. Yeah, that's just gorgeous. Well, fair enough. 71 off 23 balls. There's only 16 balls left in the innings, but my goodness. Well, that was a slower ball, Yorker, and it swung. But even that's going to go for 2. And there's nobody quick enough to back up. Get more people on the boundary. You can have 4 now, or is it 5? Get them on the boundary. Right, MS Dhoni to face his first ball. That's not a relief at all for Hardik Pandya, I wouldn't have thought. He's gone. Oh my goodness. Shock. I think he actually hit it into his own pad and that slowed it down. It wasn't a clean hit. I think the slow-mo, we'll have a look at this, I think it shows that that doesn't look much like MS to me. See if I can get a better graphical representation of Dhoni. So let's have a look and see what happened. It's a fair ball, yeah. Yeah, he hits it into the... Oh, wow, that change of direction was rather spectacular, to put it mildly. Yeah, here comes Benjamin Stokes. Now that does look like Ben Stokes. Good grief. Oh, that's an outside edge. Oh, what a over of two halves this has been so far. 6-6-3. Wicket and then a beautiful dot ball to Ben Stokes. Smith's at a non-striker's end. They've already got a competitive score, I'd suggest. Yeah, well, he's finished that over well. Well done, Hardik Pandya. Lots of slower balls there. Yeah, shut up, Slats. Right, Mitch coming back early. I'd have had him for the ninth. Oh, this is the ninth over. Yeah, it's ideal. The second from last over. Countryman to countryman here. Short. Oh, I say. Well, it was 90 miles an hour, more or less, and so any bit of wood on it was going to fly over the slips, and Smith knew that. Not like the shot in the last over, which required a bit of manufacturing. This was a quick ball, and well, you get some wood on that at 90 odd mile an hour and it's going to fly. Quite a short boundary, 6 runs. Smith moves on to 80 off 25 deliveries. There's a chance of him getting to 100 here. Oh, see, they've got slow fielders at mid wicket and cover, and the ball keeps going there. I mean, Pollard isn't the quickest unit. Get somebody quick out there. Get Pandya out there, for goodness sake. Anyway, never mind. Oh, it's wide again. And when you're wide at that pace, third man's very wide, so you've only got to get a bit of wood on it and it's going to rush down to that third man boundary. And that was 93.7. That was easily the fastest ball of the day. That was a super quick delivery from Mitchell Johnson. The tash that smashed, as they say. Oh, and that swung in and just a single, but 122 for 3. 8 balls to go. If Smith can get up the other end early in the next over, he stands a chance of getting 100 in a T10 game. Oh my goodness, he stands a chance anyway. Another half volley. I've got a horrible feeling that Lasith Malinga, who had a terrible first over, is going to bowl the 10th. I'm not sure that's the right thing. I'd want pace off now. 18 runs off the over. 128. Well, if they can go for less than 7 in this over, they're still in the game. Yeah, thought so. This is going to be one Dickens of a last over. They've got nothing to lose. 7 wickets in the hutch. Lasith Malinga, who's not bowling that well, into Ben Stokes. And that's a great delivery. Stokes was clearly expecting the Yorker. He didn't get it. It was a slightly shorter ball that followed him down the leg side. So well done, Lasith. Come on. This used to be your speciality. Let's relive the glory days. He's done it again. He's done it again, and this time with a slower ball. That is magical bowling. That is a beautiful delivery. I take it all back, Lasith. Come on. Ben Stokes hasn't scored yet off 4 balls. Oh, straight. That shouldn't have been there. Well, I don't think that was a solid shot, Slats. That was straight between slip and gully. That was pants. What can he do? Yeah, that slips wide. That slips at second slip. And there's nobody at long. Why do you not have a long off? You have either a third man or a fine leg on the boundary and you have a long off, and then you choose either mid-wicket or cover on the boundary. To not have any of them, well, that's just shocking. See, what's this guy doing here on the 45? What's that for? Why is he only 3? All right, he saved a single that time, but he's not in the right place. Still, this is a good over. 1 ball to go. And Smith will end on 92 off 30 deliveries. A brilliant innings. 2/3 of the team runs. And that might be... No, he nicked it. He got an edge. Well, that's what you call a strangle down the leg side. And that's not a bad last over. 138 is probably 13, 15 more than you'd expect. Well, that's a change in the innings. We'll get the... There we are. 92 from Smith, 21 from Tripathi, 10 from Stokes. Dhoni out first ball. Rahane out for 9. 138 for 4. Really, 6 extras. It's going to be good. They need 13.8 plus runs per over. And it's Dan Christian. What are you doing? Dan Christian off a long run up. I'll get the mouse pointer out of the way. Okay. He's running into Lendl Simmons. Oh, nah. I think that was bat first. Party Patel's at the other end, so it's a slow ball from Dan Christian. You can get it into the 80s, but he's not a quick bowler. He can bowl low to mid 80s. Oh, and there we are. That's 4. That's the beauty of the 10 over game. You just can start hitting from the very first ball. There we are. So 135 needed off 58, the required rate. Oh, that's a good ball. That was late movement. It's going to be unfortunate. He might go for 4, but it was a good ball, and yeah, he had to play a good shot to that. Come on, Dan, sort yourself out. I don't know what you're doing opening the bowler anyway. You're a pace-off middle of the innings bowler, surely. And this is some lovely on-driving from Lendl Simmons. It's what he did in real life, so the game got his favourite shot sorted out beautifully. Here comes Parth Patel to face his first ball. Left-hander. Field changes. They've got a man back on the backward point boundary. And ooh, that's some great fielding at orthodox point. That's great stuff. This is a pretty good over from Christian. If any over you can go for less than 12 is a good over. And that sort of jammed onto the bat, despite being no real pace. It jammed onto the bat, so that is a really good first over. That puts the pressure on already. Undercats is next, and oh, he's coming on a very angled run here. He's a big man by the looks of this. I don't know how it's just the perspective, but he looks like a big man. Is it going to clear the field? Yeah, it does. I don't think he hit that super cleanly. Yeah, let's see how he hit that. Yeah, he did. I'll take it back. I think the answer bowling left arm over to a right-hander is to get the ball swinging into the pads. Well, he tried. That's just chipped. Well, the bowler, I think, bowled the ball he wanted to bowl there. He started off on middle and off and swung in a little bit towards middle and leg. But Lendl Simmons just chips it over wide mid-wicket, and again he chips it again. So Stokes can fetch this one, and the fielder at long off, or it's mid off. So not a brilliant start to this spell. So a great first over is being undone by some super hitting from Lendl Simmons in this second over. Oh, and that really moved. That really jagged back off the seam at the last minute. In. That's wide. He could have left that. Well, it's 12 so far, is it? There's 1 ball to go. So if a dot or a single, this isn't a bad over. Anything more than that, and a boundary, it's a bad over. Oh, that really moved. That was heading down leg side and swung. towards off stump. You could say it was a way swing, but as it started outside leg stump, it was actually swinging back into the stumps from outside leg. Imran Tahir, oh please take a wicket. Come on Imran. The leg spin wizard. See that's more that he's pitching it up. That might go. Yeah, it's going to go. Yeah, he's over pitched. Yeah, he's more or less on the full toss. And that's often how Imran Tahir starts bowling in real life, of course. Oh, that was a much better delivery. That was the wrong end. That moved back. That moved from left to right. This is a really close game so far. 26 off 2.2 overs. They're more or less exactly on target. Oh, nobody there. I don't think that was... It almost sounded like a double hit. Yeah, this is a much improved after that first ball. He's found his length. Oh, yes. Well, he read that. He read the leg spinner. Realised there's only one man out there on the onside. And as a left-hander, it was pretty much a free hit. Will he try the wrong end now? Yes! Oh my goodness! Oh, what a delivery! It wasn't the wrong end, I don't think, but Partha Patel just misread it. I think it moves. Yeah, it moves. Yeah, for the left-hander, that's moving back into you. That's what the leg spinner does. And some rotations on that ball, and it knocks off pole out. And he is a game changer, Imran Tahir. Always has been. Rayudu comes out now. And how many balls left in the over? One ball left in the over. Oh my goodness, that was... He got away with that because it was a new batsman. He gets some... He's going to go for one, possibly two. Yeah, they come back from the second. The radar shows. But that... If he'd been bowled that to an established batsman, I think that would have been a boundary. It was garbage. Don't bowl garbage. Yeah. Oh, Ravichandra Ashwin. Doesn't look that much like him. But let's see if he bowls as well as Ashwin bowls. Oh, that had some serious revs on it. Some real turn there from Ravi. And Simmons has been very confident up to now. Yeah, he's not playing Ashwin confidently. That's the thing. And when you need to go at nearly 14 and over, you've got to be confident from, you know, you saw how Steve Smith scored at about 300. Ayudi to face his first ball from our Ashwin. Oh, that could be out. That could be out. May have hit outside the line. I think it's gone on to hit the stumps, but it may have hit the pads just outside the line of off. And this is a fantastic over from Ashwin. If he can bowl two tight overs, that's probably the game won. Oh, that's out. I think that's out. It is. Well, I don't think that ball turned as much as the one before. It was a couple of miles an hour quicker, which probably stopped it from turning quite as much. Didn't stay on the pitch for as long. And it's taken by MS behind, who doesn't drop much. Well, I wouldn't say two is a start, but there we go. Rohit Sharma, right, well, he's the guy. They need to get cracking. It needs to be 4 boundaries and over from now on, really. Well, he's found the gap first ball. This is still, no matter what happens off this ball, even if it goes for 6, this is still a very good over. Oh, he's getting some turn out there. That is a superb over. Well done, Ravi. Hero of Worcestershire in 2017 season. We love you, buddy. Imran Tahir's back on. So here's the interesting thing. RPS have decided that spin's the way to go. Mumbai Indians only bowled one over a spin and it was rubbish. I think only 2 of the balls actually landed on the pitch. A lot of full tosses. But it looks very much like RPS are going to be using their foot. Is that going to be out? No, how do you get away with that? Nobody there. Orthodox mid-off would have swallowed that. And spin seems to be the way, so I think it's a misjudgment by Mumbai Indians not to... Yeah, well, a half volley, and yeah, even when the not so good ball comes, Lendl's not hitting them so well now. 5 balls ago, he was striking everything. Now he seems to have gone into his shell, and you can't do that, not in a 10-over game. They now need nearly 3 a ball. Oh, and that's an outside edge. There's a good argument to say that Rohit Sharma should have come in earlier. He's a class batsman. Oh, and that's why. Well, another boundary, and they can save this over and stay in the game, I think. I'd say it was sort of 3-1 on Mumbai Indian on RPS to win this now, but I think Rohit Sharma holds the key, and he needs to get Lendl Simmons back into 4th or 5th gear, and he's done it again. Oh, if you watch there, Tahir actually went wide of the crease, took a steeper angle to his run-up. If you want to rewind the video and have a look at that. Pitched it wider, it was all part of a plan. He almost is cutting the popping crease there. But that probably telegraphed that it was going to be a wide half volley, and it was. So that was a brilliant over, 14 off the over. Ashwin coming back on. They need the next 5 overs to be very similar to that, really. And that's in the air. Right, well, Simmons, I think that hits on the full. We found that Simmons is chipping it over the infield more often than not. And that was a good delivery as well. He looked like he was trying to play it on the onside and got an outside edge to it. That's why it only just crept to the boundary. Yeah, it hits the Toblerone on the full. That's the first time Ashwin's been collared. Oh, there was bounce in that. The keeper ended up taking that. MS took that chest high. That's a great delivery. Well bowled, Ravi. They need 3 more boundaries off this over, really, to stay in touch. And that, again, why isn't the fielder back? It's only just lobbed over his head. Well, both sides have done it. They both played with 2 attacking a field, to be fair. But there we go. Nice shot. Again, that's what Lendl's been doing. He's going at nearly 200, but it's just not enough. Need 2 more boundaries off these next 3 balls. Well, he's having a go. He sort of mishit his last 2, but he collared that one. Suddenly they're back in the game. Oh, and that could be out. He's missed a straight one, has he? No. Oh my goodness, maybe they'll review it. No, I think they thought he was spinning down leg side. That was a cracking delivery. Well, this over relies on this ball, really. A boundary and it's a bad over, much less and it's all right. And that's out. Outside edge, caught on his leg and gone. And it might be the best thing for Mumbai Indians, because Lendl Simmons, after a blinding start, hitting 3 4s early, just seemed to, well, be hot and cold after that. Right, Ben Stokes in. He's got some serious ink on those arms. Right, Benjamin, let's see what you can offer. He's bowling to Rohit Sharma, who's on 17 off 5 deliveries. You can't just bowl that length. Last 4 overs of any game with 7 wickets in the hutch, you don't bowl length. And that was... yeah, not good enough. A 26-28 over now would really change the context of this game. He's done it again and he's got away with it this time. That was another length delivery. This time he got away with it because I think he got some movement from the arm. And I think that was our Ashwin that fielded that. at point. Right, again they need 3 more boundaries off the next 4 balls. That skims along the ground to extra cover, 2/3 of the way to the boundary. So this is pretty good. 5 off 3 deliveries is good. They need boundary, boundary, boundary now to stay in the game. Oh, and that swung towards leg. And to be fair, it was Pandya's first ball. Here comes Stokes again. Short. And I don't think he was expecting that. Man on the point boundary runs in. Yeah, and just the single. This is a great over from Stokes. After being hit for 4 on the first ball. Come on, Rohit. Oh, I say, that was a great shot. The ball followed him down the leg side. If you want to rewind and have a look at that, it followed him down the leg side and he adjusted a normal pull into one that went very much backward a square. We'll watch it again. See, he saw it cut and he takes that little step and he guides it down there. I don't think I've seen that shot in the game before. Not played like that anyway. Well, he went for 12 in his first over. Let's see what he can do now. 3 overs to get 58. It's not impossible, but it's very improbable now. Oh, sneaky. They've got a short cover in, so they're stopping the single. Now, I think they're stopping the single because they don't want Pandya to give the strike to Sharma, so that's a good move. Well, was that 6? Did that hit the Toblerone on the full again? It did. Don't have to give the strike to Sharma if you can hit a 6 yourself. I'll watch that again. You can always rewind this on the vid if you want to see it again. I like to keep these down to under 50 minutes a game, if possible. Beautiful. Slower ball. And all he can do is drive it into the ground, into the gully. Short point. Stuttering run up there. And that swung all over the place. Angled away with the arm, then came back in. But went for 4. 48 off 14. Well, if they can get another 10 off these 2, that'll make it very interesting. No ball. So that's a single plus a free hit. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's have a look how far he was over. Oh, it wasn't much, but he was over. Remember, the white line belongs to the umpire, so that is a no ball. Unadkat in. Oh, and I had no idea he played that shot, but it's gone for 6. And why wouldn't it? So that ball effectively goes for 7. See what he does. Well, that was just classy. He actually just opened the blade. He played a checked cover drive and opened the blade. He just used the pace of the ball. And he comes again. Short. Oh, short and slow. And all he can do is chop it into the ground where it's fielded by a wideish third slip. Benjamin Stokes getting the penultimate over. I'm not sure I'd give him the penultimate over, but he's got it. And they just don't time that. Sharma's been deprived of strike for a while now. He's only faced 9 balls. I mean, Pandya's already faced as many balls. He's done alright, but Sharma's the guy you want. Another dot ball, and I think the game might well be over. Well, we don't get that. Pretty much every ball now needs to go for a boundary. 37 off 10. 6s would be preferable. Take the. Oh, what did I say? Thank you very much. It's so long, and thanks for all the fish. Every time I think RPS have got this game won, somebody bowls a half volley or a length delivery that does nothing. And a lot of it relies on Sharma. Sharma's going at the same strike rate that Steve Smith went at, 300, but he's hardly faced any deliveries. Well, he has to go again. Well, that's even bigger. That's enormous. And I can't believe I'm saying this. It feels like game's on. Oh my God. Stokes, it's another length ball. It's leg side. This isn't good bowling. It doesn't do anything. It's straight as a die. It's length. It's not quick. It's leg side. A good batsman's going to clobber you. It's just whether he hits you for 4 or 6. Suddenly 25 off 8 doesn't look particularly challenging. Well, he pitches that up at least, but he's driven that through the covers. A proper test match quality shot from Rohit Sharma. This is a real nail biter. This is awesome. 21 off 7. Right, you need a dot ball now, Stokesy, because this is very doable all of a sudden. Short, and that is good. Well, he upped his pace from about 82 to well above 85. I think that, yeah. Well, with 7 wickets in the Hutch last over, Aparajith is into bowl. Need 21 off this over, which is a big ask. Pandya gets the first ball away, which might be the better. It might be a couple. They come back for the second. 19 off 5. Well, it's come down to the last over. And RPS are favourites for sure, but this is by no means a foregone conclusion. Oh, what a great delivery. Short into the pitch. And slower. And I think Pandya was onto it way too much, way too quickly. Can only hammer it into covers at just a few feet away from where he stood. Tries the same shot again. You don't play it twice. Again, has been the case the whole of... I thought that was overthrows. Buzzers! 51 or 21 balls. It's good, but it's not enough. And a little chat between the batsmen there, but the problem they've had is that Sharma's not been on strike. Smith got loads of the strike. Sharma should have faced 10 or 12 more balls than he has. I think that's probably it. Failing a no ball now. That's probably it. But the way this game's going, I'm not saying there's not going to be a no ball. This is a good over. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. It's a test match shot. It's the square drive, and they are beautiful to watch. And there's Sharma's 50. 25 minutes, 16 balls, strike rate of above 300. He just hasn't had enough of the strike, and the guys down the other end haven't been able to give it him. That is beautiful. All wrist work. There's 2 men there. It just dissected them beautifully. Well, this is the last ball. Well, if it's a no ball, it gets hit for 6. It won't be. No, but it's another beautiful shot. And there we go. Well, what a great game that was. We'll just let the summary screen come up, and a lot closer than I thought it was going to be 5 overs out. I think it all came down, if I think back over the game, Ravi Ashwin's first over and the first few balls Ben Stokes bowled were probably the difference. Let's just have a quick look at that. Wow, that's something we probably won't be seeing in real life for a while. Steve Smith holding up a trophy. Well, he might do it at the IPL. They've done very well there, and there's the scorecard. Steve Smith 92 off 30 deliveries. The bowling, Hardik Pandya 2 for 26, and Mumbai Indians, Sharma got 54 off 17 delivered, a fantastic innings. But Simmons, after a great start, slowed down. You need to get above 200. Pandya as well couldn't keep up. They couldn't give Sharma enough of the strike. R. Ashwin bowled his 2 overs for 21. And Tahir's first over was also excellent, but his second got a bit of slap. In hindsight, Dan Christian's first over was also very good. A great game. Who do you think should win? Who would you like to see play next? Remember, we'll be playing all the IPL games for 2018, either just before, just after, or while they're actually happening, and we'll be live streaming some as well on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page and on our website at sixcricket.com. So Scritty at sixcricket.com signing off.